Hi, sorry to have to do this via video instead of in person, but delivering your initial Invisalign is actually something I can do. So I'll give you this video to get you started. So I'm actually in Invisalign right now, so I can give you a little bit of a demo. And basically, your trays look like this. If you just look at them, you can tell which one's the top and which one's the bottom. And what you're gonna do to put them in is you line them up with your teeth and pop them into place. You don't want to bite them in because that can sometimes lead to breaking them down. So same thing on the top. And just push all the way around. So I'll show you how to get them out in a second, but while I have them in, so a really good fitting Invisalign looks like this. So there's no gaps. You don't see any spit bubbles or anything like that. You just see, a little bit of plastic over your teeth. I'm gonna show you one tooth on mine that isn't tracking very well, and so this is something to watch out for. So on that tooth, do you see how you can see a little bit of extra plastic? So that's some place where you would wanna use a chewy. So this is called a chewy. And what you do to use it is you pop it in the spot where it's not fitting very well, and you literally just bite down into it. Okay, so to get your trays back out, what you wanna do is you wanna reach into with your pointer finger usually to the back of your mouth and clip it on over the back and just pop straight down. Just like that. Sometimes, sometimes it takes a little while to get used to, so don't worry if it does, but sometimes people will just do it on one side. Sometimes people will do it on both sides. Either way is fine, but if you do it on one side, we tell you to try to alternate, so do it from the other side the next time. So same thing on the bottom. I usually use my thumb and pop it out. Let's see, so those chewies you can't really overuse. Patients that we have that their trays fit the best are ones who really make a habit of using those a couple times a day for like 5 minutes. Some people actually make a habit of it and chew on them like gum. Either way is very fine with me. You just want to make sure that before you progress to the next stage, those aligners are fitting totally perfectly. So to go over the rest of the instructions on here, basically, we'll send you home with these written instructions and you can read through these. Very important that you wear them all the time, otherwise they really don't work. So you really want to make sure that you have them in 22 hours out of the day and you just take them out to eat and to brush. There's some notes about how to keep them clean. They should look like this. So super kind of clean and clear the entire time you're wearing them. If they're looking cloudy or building up plaque, you need to do a better job of keeping them clean, please. Some mild discomfort when your teeth start to move. It's kind of a weird feeling, and so they're a little bit sore to bite into things. So if that bothers you, you can take Tylenol for a little bit. And then try, especially right now when we have a hard time getting you more of things, try to keep these away from any pets. Don't wrap them in napkins, things like that. Those are the most common ways that they get lost. So don't wrap them up in a napkin. You'll get a little case like this to keep it in, so try to make sure you always keep it in the case or in your mouth. It does give you a little bit of instruction if you have sometimes these are like laser cut and 3D printed and things, and so it's all a machine that's doing it. So every once in a while you'll get a tray that has like a little bit of a sharp edge. So you can just either use a little tiny scissor to clip that little sharp spot off, or best thing is to keep like a metal nail file devoted just for your trays, and if you have a little sharp edge, just adjust that down a little bit. We will give you kind of instructions specific to you about how long to wear each one. Usually when we deliver Invisalign, you're wearing it for 2 weeks each one, and then on the third one, we're putting those little attachments on, which are the little bumps that look like this. Depending on what stage of production your aligners were in when I found out that we were going to be closed, some of them I was able to push those attachments out for a few weeks before we pop them on. So some of you I've been able to give a little bit more aligners to. If not, then I usually am just telling people to wear them a little bit longer, so you're staying in like one aligner for 3 weeks or something. But I'll give you those specific instructions for each person. I think that's about it. I am very much available to FaceTime if you need to, or if you are trying them in and out for the first time and you aren't really sure if it's fitting well or anything like that, then just give us a call and I can definitely do that. So stay healthy and well and mostly sane during this, and I hope we will see you very, very soon. Bye.